Hi, everybody. It's Kellie-Ann here from The Accidental Entrepreneur. I feel like it's been a while. I feel like it's been a little bit of time, but I've been busy working in the background. And today we're going to be talking about something I'm super passionate about, list building. So most of you know, okay, that your email list can be super duper helpful. It is really the most important asset you can have in your business because email addresses are really, they're people, right? Each email address you have on your list represents a potential buyer, a real living, breathing person. So as you capture those emails, what are you doing? You're creating this captive audience of people that you can sell to. You can bring them back to your website. You can market your products if you have a launch coming up, a product launch. If you're an author and you're looking to get published traditionally, and of course, what do those publishers say? Hey, do you have a platform? Do you have people who are ready, willing, and able to buy? So that email address, okay, is a person. It's a person, that potential buyer. So here's the thing. Most of you know that the money's in your list. I don't think I have to convince you of that. The real problem is that you don't know how to build that list, right? It's like, I know it. I know I need to be capturing these emails. I know the money's in the list. Duh, like intellectually, I get it. But I don't know how to build that email list. So here it is. The real question: how do we build an email list? Answer: here are 4 simple little tips, okay? Tips and tricks. Number 1, a diagnostic, some sort of diagnostic tool, like a quiz, like a calculator, some sort of lead magnet that has a diagnostic feature to it. As an example, last night I'm scrolling the interwebs, and it says to me, "Are you I don't know, it was about intermittent fasting, right? So it's like, take our quiz to find out what sort of intermittent fasting program is right for you. Or are you wearing the wrong size bra? Take this quiz to find out, which bra is, is best suited for you. It could be something related. I mean, there's a million and one options, but something diagnostic. People love to enter their email and enter all their particulars and to get some sort of, report in the background. So that's number 1. 2, webinars, evergreen webinars. Evergreen means it looks like it's live, like you tape it and you put it up in some sort of webinar jam, or mine is in ClickFunnels, what have you. And people enter their email in order to gain access to your webinar. So it's some sort of a training webinar and the topic solves one particular problem. So, it could be 20, 30 minutes of people's attention. You've captured their attention and then you can market to them. But in order to get access to that webinar, they have to put in their email address. So anything diagnostic or audit related. 2, an evergreen webinar. And then 3, something cool like an entry or an exit pop-up that asks a yes no question. Like, for instance, when people go to my website, I have an exit pop-up and it says, do you want to start an online business? Yes or no? And if they answer yes, then I can market to them with a very specific sequence of emails. And if they answer no, then I market something else to them related to my products and services. Number 4, embed a lead magnet within a lead magnet. So as an example, I have a how to start an online business in 6 simple steps workbook. And within that workbook, I have a section in one of the steps and it says, click here if you want to know the top 20 businesses you can start today with no money up front. So they've given me their email. Okay, they've given me their email to get the workbook. But then I'm drilling down even further. And if they click on the link, the embedded link of, top 20 ideas, I know they're hot. I know they're hot, right? So I can market to them into the background. So those are 4 simple tips. But here's the thing: you need to know your audience. You can't do any of this if you don't know your audience, if you don't know what their ultimate unspoken desire is, if you don't know what they need, if you don't know if they're willing and able to pay. You have to do all that pre-qualifying foundational work, okay, before you get here, because it's not just about pain. It's not about struggles. It's not about solving the world's problems and finding a cure for cellulite, right? Building your list is about solving one very specific problem. okay, and offering somebody something valuable that speaks to that problem in exchange for their email. And of course, once you get those email addresses, okay, you need to nurture those people. You can't forget about them. Remember, they're living, breathing creatures. You need to nurture them, and that means you need to send them an email at least once a week, okay? And it's not always like selling, selling, selling. You want to send an email once a week and maybe once a month, okay? You sell, you send them an email and you sell. Don't be afraid. Commerce is not a 4-letter word, okay? So once a week, you send them an email, and at least once a month, you sell to them, okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Pretty sure it makes sense. So if you want to refocus your efforts, okay, if you want to maximize your results, if you want to make list building your number one priority, down below, I put a link to my latest program. It's called List Builder Academy. And List Builder Academy is like, it adds gasoline to that list building fire, okay? It's really a fabulous experience. It's a private one-on-one coaching experience where we really dig deep and we get that list built fast. Okay. So if you have any questions about that, about starting a business, about growing your business, whatever, just pop a question down below and I will absolutely get back to you. And again, if you are ready to what? Rubber hit the road, supercharge those list building activities, take a look below. Okay. Bye, guys.